Before we kick off this episode, we have a big announcement, don't we, Eliot? How big is this announcement?
This is the biggest news I've ever heard.
The first ever Sean McTalk show live is, well, coming to Manchester on the 30th of May as part of a lovely weekend at the Fairfield Social Club. What do you think about that? A live version of this show, Eliot?
Oh my God.
Can you believe that?
And they have to pay for the privilege.
They have to pay for the privilege. Now, tickets are on sale. There's a link in the episode description. 30th of May, we're at the late night slot as part of this incredible weekend festival. All these amazing shows. You can either buy tickets to the festival or just to see the Sean McTalk show live. I'm going to be there. Eliot's going to be there. Herb's going to be there. And to really put a lovely worm on the hook, our guest will be the one and only Kelsey Grammer. That's right. He played the Beast in X-Men 3. I'm sure he's played some other famous roles as well. And we're going to ask him loads of questions like, what was it like to be on the set of X-Men 3? How blue was that fur? 30th of May, come and see us. In that order. On with the show.
It's the Sean McTalk Show with your host, Sean McLaughlin.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How are we all feeling? It is the Sean McTalk Show here on a Tuesday. I'm Sean McLaughlin. I'm feeling pretty fine. I am feeling pretty fine. We have got the amazing Rachel Parris in the studio this week. Rachel Parris, has she ever been to the city that she is named after? If indeed there is a city named Rachel. Herb, I did that for you, Herb. What do you think? I was trying a bit of improv there because Rachel is famous for performing stand-up comedy and for writing books, but also she's famous for improv. Improvisational comedy to the layman, which is you and me. Now, improv comedy usually involves people shouting out a suggestion and they quickly make something funny out of it. And I thought for the monologue this week, maybe I'll try and do that myself. I think that might be a fun skill to learn. That might be really good. And Herb, do you want to shout out a suggestion? I'll just throw something out there and I'll try and make it as funny as I can make it. And then we'll get on with the show. Does that sound fun? Yeah, sounds fun to me too. All right, Herb. Give me a place of work.
Abattoir.
Abattoir. Okay, and give me a mood.
Sad.
Okay, and give me a reason why someone would be sad.
Because they don't like their job at the abattoir.
Okay, and give me a reason why they wouldn't like their job at the abattoir.
Because it's really brutal and they've got to murder loads of cows.
They have to murder loads of cows. Okay, all right. So I'm a person and I have to murder loads of cows at the abattoir and I don't like the job because it's very brutal. Okay, let's do improv. Oh, I miss all those cows. So yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. But Eliot actually does a bit of improv, so maybe we'll talk to him about that. I don't know where Eliot's got to right now. To be honest, I'm feeling a bit saucy this week. I've got a nice wig. I think maybe I'll wear a wig this week. Yeah, I don't know why, but I think maybe there's a chance my hair might just get a bit longer this week after this. I don't know why. Anyway, Rachel Parris coming up. Fabulous guest. Eliot coming up. So sidekick, and we love you still. We get so many comments and likes and reviews on this show, and you know we try not to stress it too much, but it means the world to us, and it helps us in the algorithm. Wouldn't it be funny, I hope, if there was a guy called Algorithm? Do you reckon I could do something with that, like with Rachel? Do you think she? All right. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's have a good one.
You want to do that again?
So yes, indeed, I mentioned at the beginning that Eliot cannot be here, unfortunately, this week, but I cannot do this show alone. I have brought someone who is involved in my life in a very intimate way to be the sidekick this week. Say hello to Bookie George. How are you, Bookie?
All right there, Sean. All right, everyone else.
Yeah,
Interesting to be here.
Interesting, is it? Thank you.
Interesting to be here.
Yes, well, it's very good to see you as well. Normally, Eliot, have you ever watched the show, Bookie George?
I've watched some clips online, but not the whole thing.
No, is that right? Just to let you know, everyone, Bookie George and people at home, it appears that there is some building work happening outside, so there might be a little bit of outside noise, but you don't let that distract you. I'll try and clean that up in the edit.
I don't think you'll be able to do that.
So you actually just turned up at my house this morning. Is there a reason why you're here, Bookie George?
Well, as you know, we've known each other a long time now. You often get in trouble with me. You owe me quite a lot of money.
I do, but I wouldn't say I'm a compulsive gambler, but I have had a few issues with the thrill of the chase, and as a bookie, I do go to you.
Well, obviously you owe me money. You owe Eliot money as well, quite a lot by this point, but for all the work he does.
How much money do I owe you?
You owe me probably 2K off the old slice, and because the odds you took, obviously, with the 2+1 is with the switch over is being what it is. Probably at least couple K, couple G.
I owe you
couple P.
Can you just put a figure out of how much I owe you, and I'll try and get the money together because I am struggling a bit, and Rachel's. Our guest this week is Rachel Parris. I don't know how much money she's got, but maybe I might be able to get a bit of money off her just to sort of keep you off my back for a while. Is that going to work?
Yeah, obviously, if you think it's worth a couple P, then get whatever I can off you.
So, do I owe you 2 pence? Is that what you're suggesting?
Pounds, P is.
P. So I owe you £2.
Couple £1,000.
Oh, okay. Because you just said that I owed you a couple P.
That's why we say it in the bookie business.
Okay.
Couple P.
Fair enough. Just want to let everyone know. Thank you so much for the reviews and for the wonderful subscriptions that we've been getting. And
Can you do that in here?
What is that?
Can you do that in here?
What is that?
You know what this is?
Well, I don't know what it is. What is it?
Do that in here?
Can you do that in here?
I can do that in here.
Can you do that in here?
I can.
Okay, do it in here. Well, Rachel Parris coming up after this. Are you sure you're ready for this to be? Are you sure you're ready to be? What flavour is that?
Shit. I'm Bookie George.
Are you all right, Bookie George?
Yeah.
Bookie George, you don't have to vape to impress me. I'm already impressed with you.
It wasn't to impress you, it was intimidating.
Yeah, well, I'm not intimidated. It smells like smells like plum.
What have you got? You got 20 quid?
How much money do you need? I'm going to try and get some money off our guest.
Anything.
Okay, just have another vape and we'll just figure it out. Can I just see you have one more vape and then we'll talk about what we're going to do in the interview because the show is... I think you're going to be a great sidekick, actually, Bookie George. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in that sort of environment.
Not really what I'm here for. I'm just going to scope the place out.
Okay. We'll just have another vape and we'll
see you
get
after,
on with the main episode.
See you after this.
Our guest this week is a comedian, author, musician and actor. Since appearing on the game show Eggheads in 2008, she has appeared on basically every TV show in the country and released 2 books. She has the voice of an angel, the punctuality of a Swiss train. I'm delighted she's here. It's Rachel Parris.
Thank you. At last, the accolades I wanted.
Is that what you like?
Yes.
Yeah? You are genuinely the easiest guest that we've ever had to deal with. Like, you respond to your WhatsApps so quickly. You're like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be on time. Most of the time, I have to hassle guests.
Thanks.
And they write back and they say things like, the judge says we're not meant to be in contact. What the hell are you doing? How are you?
I'm very well. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you so much.
As we established, very easy guest in that this is a lovely chat show to do because I've literally walked across Tooting Common.
I've got 2 questions in relation to the Common, and one of them does involve you.
Yeah.
And this is a strange thing to bring up early in the interview, but I went for a run last summer.
Yeah.
And I stood in dog poop during the run, and I got very frustrated.
Yeah.
And I was very angry, and I was trying to wipe the dog poop on, and I look up, and you and your husband Marcus, who I know, were walking past, and I thought I saw you both basically say, don't have eye contact, just keep going. And I want to know, was I imagining that, or did you genuinely not see me?
You were imagining it.
Great.
But you know, as soon as you said that, I thought, what we will have, if we saw that happen, we get so angry about dog poo.
Yeah.
Like, so, like really disproportionately angry about dog poo in the common and all over London.
Yeah.
People not picking it up. That I
Oh,
do.
people not pick. Sorry, you hadn't. I didn't know if it was the quality you were.
Sorry, no. To be clear, not the consistency.
Well, can I just say this is a wonderful. This is already just a wonderful warm episode.
Yeah.
Just before we carry on, Herb has just given a very important note, which apparently my downstairs neighbours are watching Greek football at a very loud volume, so you might hear some cheers. What other noises would you hear involved in Greek football? Some halloumi being fried. I don't know what it would be. Elliot, are you okay?
I'm not Eliot, mate. Bookie George, I already told you. I'm Bookie George. It's an audit.
It's an audit.
It's an audit.
Why would a bookie do an audit?
Because you owe me money. I'm seeing if there's anything here worth anything.
Did you enjoy walking here through in common, Bookie George?
I don't remember much.
No, you don't remember much. I am in a bit of trouble with Bookie George.
Right. How much?
I don't want to go into it.
Okay.
I don't want to go into it, but let's just carry on with the interview. And if this goes well enough, the sponsors will be happy.
Sure.
And you're so far, you've been so
The mic
brilliant.
he's wearing is worth a fair bit.
It is odd that you mic me up.
Pardon?
It's odd that you mic me up.
It is odd that you... Yeah, I mic up everyone who walks into my home just on the off chance a talk show breaks out. None of these shows have ever been pre-organised, just to let you know. It's a miracle that
I
we're
was just passing.
You were just walking through and I went, hey, Rach, come in.
Yeah.
And here we all are.
Street harassment.
Now, let's start at the beginning. Does your mother have a maiden name?
Yes.
Yes. And would you be able to tell me what
I literally can't.
But am I allowed to say where you were born?
Yeah.
Leicester.
Yeah.
In 1984.
Correct. Take me back.
Well, that is the exact year and place that DNA fingerprint evidence was invented.
Coincidence?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Are you? do people look at you as a baby and think this kid's going to commit some burglaries? How was childhood in Leicester?
Lovely. Very quiet, very ordered.
Did you have any childhood pets? And if so, what were their names?
Yeah. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, we had a guinea pig called Guinea.
Guinea?
Yeah. And
As in the animal that it was? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had a rabbit called Bunny.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about that. Because what's your name again?
Bookie George.
And you know what
Right.
Bookie George does? He's a bookie.
He's a bookie, so actually...
This is normative determinism.
Yeah, it's fine.
He owes me money on the guinea pig races.
Right, so it's all tying together. They're not very fast.
No, they're not very fast.
It's like a slow bike race.
The race took about 4 years to complete, so it's actually been a very stressful.
I feel like you could have changed your bet in between.
But Bookie George doesn't offer those sort of up-to-date services, am I right, Bookie George?
Yeah, you should let him go, see what happens.
I don't think we're a big namey family.
I feel like there's been a lot of self-doubt about how you name things. I mean, you have a child. Is the child called Child?
The child's called Billy.
Billy.
Great name.
Billy, and it's not a goat's grove.
It's not. No.
So there you go. So you're learning.
Yeah,
You're learning
yeah.
very well. I'm going to bring my family into this.
Oh, great.
I'm going to bring my family in. I don't suppose you would have ever met my family, but they're good people, and I get them to send in questions.
Not yet. I feel like this is the start of something.
It is actually the start of something, and I can't just say I'm so sorry about Bookie George. This is a question from my mum for you.
Oh, lovely.
Hello, Rachel. This is Sean's mother. I was just wondering, how can I improve my general fitness? Thank you.
So there you go. Do you want me to play that again? Are you okay?
No.
Yes.
No, I don't want you to play again.
How can have you got any
How
tips for
can
how my
I-
mum would improve her general
How can
fitness?
she improve her
Yes.
general fitness?
Yes.
Weights.
Weights.
Yeah, a woman of
She
a
just
certain
needs to
age.
stop rushing around.
The most important thing for older people is to be able to get themselves up after a fall. And so weights can really help improve your mobility, your fitness, but you need to work those muscles that enable you to get yourself up.
Do you know what? That's a really good advice from my mum because she actually fell over about 7 years ago and she's not got up.
Right.
So actually, Mum, get some weights. You order them online.
Get some weights
There you go. Look at this.
so you can pick yourself up after a fall.
Look at this.
Okay?
Now, Bookie George, you've never appeared on this show before, but you should know that's the first time a guest has actually spoken to my mum on her level, which would be really good because most of the time, this is what you are, Rachel. You've got intellect. You have. You're the first guest we've had who I would describe as intelligent.
Oh,
Is that a
thanks.
shock?
But who else have you had on?
Well, just maybe just people hanging around. I mean, yeah. Well, you went to Oxford University
I did.
and you appeared on Eggheads.
I did appear on Eggheads, yeah.
And which of those two do you think was the most formative for you?
Oh, Eggheads.
Really?
Well, I met Judith Keppel, of course.
I've never watched Eggheads. Is that the one where they gunned your parents?
No.
Okay.
Different one.
Fair enough.
Different one. Judith Keppel is the woman who, she's like terrifying, icy woman who won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But she's already quite rich. But she won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And then...
Sorry, Herb's just picked something up. I think someone's phone is ringing upstairs. Is that fair to say?
I heard that.
That sounds like a drill.
Hoover? Could be a strimmer.
Yeah, someone's
Drilling?
someone's hoovering downstairs.
Okay.
Someone's hoovering. Carry on talking about Judith Keppel and
Anyway.
just people knowing there is someone hoovering downstairs.
told
It
you
is
I-
kind of a miracle that none of this has happened before in this show.
I told you I had nothing to plug. I told you I had nothing to plug. So let's talk about Judith Keppel.
Well, I wish there were no plugs downstairs. That would be better sound. Judith Keppel, I remember she won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yes.
You met her.
I met her because she was an egghead at that point.
She was an egghead.
Yes.
Okay.
How did you not know this?
I don't know anything about eggheads.
Right.
I tried to make my.
So you had-
I'm kind of resentful because I tried to set up my own game show. It's called Bacon Feet, and we've already got one like that.
There was Judith Keppel, CJ, who was the tall, scary one.
Did he commit murder?
Yes, I think he did. I think he did.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
He got removed off the show like shortly after I did it, I think.
Because of the
murder,
murder.
I
For
think.
murder. That's the problem with, and I want to say that is the problem what this country has. And if what I find out anyone has committed murder on this show, they're not going anywhere.
I think that's what's happening downstairs.
Judith Keppel won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
But it was released the same night as the finale of One Foot in the Grave. Do you know that? So I think it was a stitch-up.
How are you doing this without a thing in your ear telling you this?
Because I just have lots of facts. I'm a great host. Hosts have facts.
That is the kind of thing someone would feed you
Okay.
in your ear. But I can see there's nothing in your ear.
I mean, if we would have invested in that sort of technology, I think everything else would have been I think we'll start with a studio that's soundproofed and then we'll move on to... Okay, I'm just hearing that Judith Keppel's finale was...
But that's really impressive.
Do you think that's
niche knowledge?
Do you think that's a scandal waiting to explode? I mean, do you think it was a rig? Do you think they
Are you
rigged-
talking about the murder that CJ did, or
Well, look,
the airing of
remarkably, I'm more pissed off at the
airing of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
the night of the One Foot in the Grave finale.
I feel like they appeal to different audiences.
Who did CJ murder? Do we know?
I don't know, and also I'm not absolutely certain it was a murder.
Should we flash that up on the screen?
Where's the person in your ear?
Where's the person in my ear? Herb, find out if CJ murdered someone. Fascinating if they did.
Yeah.
Is CJ the one who just suddenly said, "Oh, I threw a man in a canal"? Was that how he murdered him?
Is that the murder?
He murdered. Oh, thanks, Herb. Let me just have a read here. Former Eggheads panelist CJ Demoy
You can't.
comfortable with that,
you
mate?
can't say he's a murderer just based on his name.
was
Or-
arrested. CJ is county court judgment. Was arrested in 2016 regarding a 1988 incident in Amsterdam where he claimed in his autobiography he may have killed a man by punching him and throwing him into a canal after a mugging attempt. Dutch authorities dropped the warrant. No extradition took place. CJ, come on the Sean McTalk show. And also appear as a guest on the show. Thank you very much, Herb.
Wow.
So you meet Judith Keppel.
Yeah.
She's made $1 million.
Yeah.
And so you're thinking, how do I get a bit of that?
I just have to stop comparing myself to Judith Keppel.
I always compare myself to the coughing major.
Yes.
That's who I compare if we're talking about
And
the
you're
law.
dressed a bit like him.
Am I? Thank you very much. I can take that
Just
as a...
sort of smart casual.
I'm smart casual. That's what we like to say on this show. We go, it's smart casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? I don't like this.
It's more casual than
You ever met a man like this?
what a bookie.
I don't know if it is a
But a
bucket,
particular
is it?
kind of.
George, I don't know what concept you don't understand about this.
He's a bit like a DJ.
Yeah, that's what I
You can
think.
do both things.
Yeah.
People don't pay me, so I've got to get another job.
Wait, so do you also DJ?
Also DJ, also go on game shows.
Are you cool?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait. What's your DJ name, Bookie George?
DJ George.
So you meet Judith Keppel.
Yeah.
You realise, I want to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
And that's when you set up. I'm trying to basically get to the Jane
How did I
Austen
get
thing. Jane Austen thing.
Oh! Austentatious came like a year after. I started doing comedy in 2009 to 10, solo stuff. Mm-hmm. And then it was only in 2011 that the gang from Austentatious kind of started having that as an idea, and then we started doing it, in 2011, and then it took off like quite quickly.
And Austentatious is
An improvised Jane Austen story.
every night.
Yeah,
Fresh story. every
story,
night. You
every
and like
night.
4 other great improvisers who love Jane Austen.
yeah.
And is it, did it take you a while to come up with the name Austentatious?
No,
Did it not?
no.
Because I'd have called it Austin Powers 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Right, now you've said that.
Talk me through this, because I think it's one of those like long-running things. It feels like you've stumbled upon like something that's just going to keep going forever.
I know.
This Ostentatious thing.
I don't think we realised when we started it that we were among the first people to have the idea of doing that sort of thing. Because it wasn't unique. It's not a unique idea. And we knew it wasn't unique when we began it. There have been improv groups doing literature stories.
Is that right?
And there's a really long-running Austen one in America. There just wasn't a long-running one in the UK.
But you were just better than those scrubs trying it.
Well, we just kept going.
Yeah,
That's
you
sort
just
of-
kept going.
We just kept on going.
Yeah.
And
Is that the secret? So like,
patented the name.
so is this? Would you say that that's the secret? So like, if you're say involved in a sort of possibly, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's say you've accidentally plagiarized a format.
Yeah,
And you're doing it maybe say in your living room.
yeah,
And you're working with people you don't really like.
yeah.
But the key thing is, even if you're not doing it well,
Yeah.
if you just keep
going.
going, eventually they'll just give up.
Yeah, and patent the name.
Patent the name.
Patent the name.
Okay.
Keep going.
How do you patent a name?
I don't know, someone else did it. Because obviously anything to do with Jane Austen, Ostentatious is a great name for it.
Of course. Or Austin
Anything.
Powers in Goldmember.
Or
It's also
Austin
a good
Powers,
name.
all of the, yeah.
Do you like improv, by the way?
It's alright, I prefer scripted stuff. I like more grounded kind of comedy, you know what I mean?
What's your favourite type of comedy to see, Bookie Joe?
George.
Bookie George. Sorry, Bookie George.
Wow.
Bookie Joe's the other guy I married to.
Rude.
I'm more like a darker comedy drama type of guy. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
like what?
like an HBO comedy, you know?
Like Silicon Valley or something like that.
yeah, something like that, yeah.
You like Silicon Valley?
Silicon Valley's alright, but only the sad bits.
That's your favourite comedy,
I love Silicon Valley. R.I.P.
that sort of thing.
Bookie Joe, Bookie George. Sorry.
Being so rude.
I am being rude. I think I'm trying to protect myself there. I think there's obviously something psychological. But your favourite sitcom is Silicon Valley. What's your favourite element of Silicon Valley?
I like the friendships that they made over the series, you know what I mean? They're kind of brought together and they build these relationships out. And I think that kind of thing, kind of having the heart of it in there is kind of the
I
important
understand.
bit.
So, in Ostentatious, you dress up in period gear.
Yeah.
How method do you go? Do you go full method? Are you like, we are in the... I mean, is scurvy a problem amongst the cast? Anything like that? No.
We don't go very method.
Do you have phones?
On stage, try not to. Try not to.
Yeah, how bad... Like, if you see... Because you know they always say, like, some people, when they're trying to get into the character of old people,
Yeah.
they really go
Really
method.
do it.
Yeah. Like Daniel Day-Lewis, every morning at the set of
Yeah.
Lincoln, had to be told what a camera is.
Very, very.
As I do sometimes on this show.
Yeah, very
yeah.
few of us are Daniel Day-Lewising it
Okay.
in Ostentatious.
Yeah.
We're just kind of mucking around.
Clock in, clock out.
Yeah.
Count the
I
green,
suppose you
count the
could-
green,
Yeah.
and then just text Keppel and going, 50 quid closer. We are 50 quid closer, babe.
Me and Keppel for life.
I've not read Pride and Prejudice. I've only read Hulk Hogan's autobiographies. I don't know how similar
It's not
that
the
is.
same.
It's not the same. Fair
It's
enough.
not the
What I find the most amazing thing, though, that you've done recently,
What?
we're talking about Pride and Prejudice.
My book?
You wrote the fucking sequel.
Thanks.
Introducing.
feel proud of that.
You should feel proud of that.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? You
Oh,
wrote
yeah.
the sequel to Pride and Prejudice. You should
Yeah.
be proud even getting that away, let alone the fact that I've read all the reviews and people loved it. People thought it was brilliant.
This will be going out. Obviously, The Other Bennett Sister is on TV,
Mm-hmm.
which is another book, which is another Pride and Prejudice sequel,
Yeah.
which came out maybe a year before, 2 years.
Oh,
before
is that
now.
right? There were
But
other
there's a few.
sequels.
There's quite a few. They're just spin-offs in different directions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did it about Charlotte Lucas, so I selected one avenue to do a sequel about, following the story of
And
Charlotte
given
Lucas.
that I've not read Pride and Prejudice
Oh.
in a very long time,
She's
in
the
relation to Hulk Hogan, who is Charlotte Lucas. Edit.
Right, in relation to Hulk Hogan,
She's like a Ric Flair.
has Hulk Hogan got a not very good-looking best friend?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
Right, so it's
Well,
one
he's
of
dead
them.
now, isn't
It's
he?
the story of one of them.
Yeah.
If they married the person who proposed to Hulk Hogan and got rejected.
So it's about my mum. How do you even like? Oh, because I suppose I didn't know that there were other sequels to Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, it's quite a
I think because if I was to say to my agent, I'm writing a sequel to Great Expectations.
Yeah.
I think they'd be like, no, you're not, Sean. No one is.
I do think I had the credentials because of Austentatious.
Yeah.
And because of Austentatious, I've also done a bit of like hosting book talks and stuff about Austen. And I've written like a Radio 4 thing about Jane Austen.
You're in the Austen.
I'm in the Austen world.
You're in the Austen metaverse.
So when I proposed it, when I pitched it, they weren't like, no offence, how your agent would be to you. They were like...
I mean, I said to my agent, I'd like to appear on Have I Got News For You, and she spits in my face.
Oh, right.
So like, the fact that I would ever do anything that ambitious is crazy.
Not just because it's Jane
It's not just
Austen.
that. No. I think it's my agent. You're my agent, right?
Oh yeah, Agent George.
Agent George is also my agent.
He wears many hats.
He actually literally has to. Otherwise I get confused. Well, are you looking for new representation at any point? Agent, you've got some good clients, haven't you, Agent George?
Yeah, there's some pretty good people in the books.
Yeah.
You've got...
It was Guinea.
Yeah. The fast guinea pig,
Yeah. Well, not fast.
as it turns out.
Hulk Hogan, R.I.P.
Okay.
And Goldmember, R.I.P.
Oh, nice. Haven't you got Rachel Stevens as well?
I did, but obviously she had to take it abroad now, so she's thinking bigger things.
Makes sense.
I'm glad you mentioned Rachel
Makes
Stevens,
sense.
because briefly I thought my agent may have only been representing people that I happen to have mentioned in the last half hour. And I thought that would have been very useful, wouldn't it? You okay?
Yeah? It's a bit warm.
Can I ask what's under your hat there?
You must be so...
My bald head. Rude.
Can I just say, I saw that earlier, obviously, because it's very visible. And I
Is
thought,
it?
I'm not going to joke about that because I don't know if it's like a cultural...
Yeah, it's a culture thing for his religion.
like, how many of your questions have you got through?
I've got through a lot. Normally I have loads and loads and loads
you've
of
woven
questions.
them in really well.
No, I've actually done quite well.
Yeah.
I'm surprisingly decent at this now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell your agent.
I should tell my
Yeah,
agent,
yeah,
but I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I'm getting better at this?
Unimpressed.
I'm impressed. It's a shame that Eliot isn't here because normally we have Eliot here. And he's a big...
No sign of him.
He's an improviser.
Oh,
He does amazing improv. And he would love an opportunity for something like Austentatious. It's a shame that he couldn't have made it this week. It's a shame that the Bookie George is here. Sorry, Bookie George is here. Because I don't know, do you ever have gaps at Austentatious?
we do.
How do people audition
we do
for
have
something like that?
we have like guest people coming.
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Wow. And you're saying it's... and-
We've had like Mel Gedroich and Stephen Mangan.
Oh, wow, some pretty high
They're
profile.
like people of Eliot's level.
Yeah,
Would you say so?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you my number afterwards.
I wouldn't give it to him because he's no relation to
I'll give
Eliot,
it to
as we
you.
know. Give it to me and then I'll decide whether Eliot has
Yeah.
deserved it, depending on other factors. What do you think about what I just said there, Bookie George? Is there anything you want to get off your chest, maybe?
I mean, what do you need? Just like a headshot and like a good accent, like a good posh accent. Yeah, okay, interesting. Which is good. My camera's turned off.
Oh, lovely stuff. Right, well, let me just quickly
wrap it up now.
I'll quickly wrap this one up. We'll do a couple more questions,
Yeah.
and then we'll wrap this one up. Okay, this is from Buck from Texas.
I'm sitting up for the end.
Cool.
Well, howdy, Rachel. This is old Buck, Captain Buck, here in Dallas, Texas.
Never know
I
he's
was
from
just
Texas.
wondering, how could what is the best way for me to improve my
For fuck's sake. General fitness again. I can't believe this shit again. Right, there's one more question from Old Jockey, and then we'll wrap this one up because some of the cameras seem to be dying.
Hello, Rachel. This is Old Jockey.
Where's he from?
I was just wondering, do you eat much porridge?
Do you eat much porridge?
Thank you for asking, Jockey?
Old Jockey.
Old Jockey.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not a big fan of porridge. I have it sometimes for coziness. But I have had a lot of oats in my life recently because my son has chicken pox. So we've been doing that thing where you put oats in a cut-off pair of tights and put that in the bath. Is this ringing any bells?
No idea what the hell you're talking about. Sounds pretty illegal. That is the end of this episode. What a fantastic episode. I'm glad
We're leaving it on oats.
Yeah, we're leaving it on oats.
Brilliant.
I'm glad that your son has chickenpox. It means that if he ever joins NASA later in life, he is able to go to the moon.
Oh,
because that was a problem with Apollo 13. Is one of them couldn't go because he never had chickenpox.
Really?
And they're worried about an outbreak
And again, there's no one in your ear.
in space. Oh, there's plenty of people in my head. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Pleasure.
One of the best. Oh, everyone knows you're one of the best.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Bookie George.
I've got range. I can do Regency as well. So
Keep up the likes and subscribe. Thank you so much. See you next Tuesday, everybody. Goodbye.